wanting to just chat. If you caught our last video, we talked about processing pain and giving you permission to feel pain. That's really, really important. But today we want to talk about something different, because if you turned in last time, we talked about process your pain, but don't stay there. We want to let it all out, but then we want to keep moving. And so we want to just discuss today a little bit of a practical way that we can do that and recalibrate our hearts. So
I think thankfulness really breaks that, transition from, oh, here's my pain. But I think the spirit of thankfulness allows us to move forward and allows us to align ourselves with what God has done. And not only that, but it gives us faith and hope to the things that He could do.
Yeah.
So for me and Janelle, just thankfulness really, really, we experienced a rough season in our life where we're like, wow, this feels overwhelming. This feels hard.
Nothing's going right.
Nothing's going right. But why don't we just, why don't we start naming the things that we're thankful for? Why don't we we just literally just took like 10 minutes of just like, I'm thankful for this. All of a sudden, it's really hard to stay disappointed when you're sharing all these things that you're thankful for. And it was just such a great tool. And again, it's such an awesome thing to do with your family. If you start feeling like people are just on edge, like, okay guys, let's take a little bit of time, like, what are we thankful for? What can we be thankful for? And you can just start seeing the people's hearts around you, even your heart, just start being really tender. And not staying in that place of, again, like, pain is not bad. You can just lean in, and as we talked about it in the other video, but I think this is just like getting that traction and that movement and aligning yourself with God's truth even more. So Donna is going to share with us some practical steps as well.
That's so true, because something that I've been learning, I've been studying a bit of the brain, is that our relational pathways open up through thankfulness and gratefulness.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing this morning and I thought, wow, this would be really helpful. And it talks about how to move from distress to peace.
Wow.
And we're probably going to have cycles of this over the next while. It's not like, okay, no more pain. It's daily practice.
Everything's daily.
So it's a simple 3-step process, and it's like, I feel grateful. And just taking a moment, what am I thankful for? What am I grateful for? There's always something we can find in that. And then opening our hearts, opening my heart, listening to God until I feel His peace really settle with me in that. And in that thankfulness, we're having a conversation, right?
Yeah.
So we're letting His peace come in. Then I notice what gave me that peace, and I share it with someone.
Yeah.
So I could talk to my husband, or talk to a friend, or call up Janelle and say, wow, I just had this little time with the Lord, and because I was feeling stressed.
Yeah.
And I keep thankful, this is what He gave me.
That's so good.
And when we share that, we encourage one another. And I really believe we impart to one another those things.
Yeah.
And we're validating the distress we're feeling, but we're also finding a way to God and through thankfulness to peace, which is very, very real and very, very needed. We need it personally, we want to give it to one another, and we want to give it to our community, to Kelowna as well.
Come on.
So
and can I say something?
Yeah,
and
please do.
When we focus on thankfulness and focus on peace, it doesn't mean the circumstances magically change. Like, they can be the exact same, but we have a totally new outlook to go at those circumstances where we were like, wow, I feel good. I feel like I have an abundance to be thankful for, and I feel so at peace. And it actually totally gives a fresh mindset to go after those circumstances that are out of our control. It's just such a game changer.
It's so true. Thank you.
Awesome, right? Jesus, we just love you, and you are so good, God. We have so much to be thankful for, more than we even realize. We are so blessed here in Canada. We just worship you, God, that you're so good. And even in this time of unknown and uncertainty, you are still good. And there's still so much that we can come before you and worship you, Father. So I just pray for anyone watching here that you'll just feel an abundance of peace in your heart, in your soul, in your body, that you'll be able to just start listing off all the things that you are grateful for. And I just declare that it'll just create such a shift in your home, a shift in your atmosphere, and the people that you connect with online, they'll feel it. They'll feel that shift, and they'll want to know, okay, you sound really positive right now. You sound like you have a totally different outlook on the situation. What did you do? And we can share it with each other. So Jesus, just help us during this process. Come close to us. We love you, God. Thank you for the opportunity to be thankful and worship worship you even in the midst of hardship, because it's an opportunity we won't get in heaven.
Thank you.
We have such a privilege right now to come before you in thankfulness
Thank you.
while we're in a hard time here.
Yes.